Everybody, got one today for a review from Erika on the Discord, so let's jump in. So this is your first start on this interior sequence, which I think is a good start. I think it's you're really kind of establishing the mood that you want to go for. You said that you were having some trouble kind of getting it to feel cozy, like this piece here. So this is your reference here. I think there's a couple things right off the bat that I would want to point out, and I think this should help you kind of get closer to what you're going for here. I think right now, I see you have some sort of vague cloud texture outside, but it does feel like, compared to this one has a very clear sun direction, and you can see, you have maybe, I'm not sure if you're going for sort of frosted windows where you can't really see outside, or if it's just we're just seeing the clouds or something. But I think with something like this, it's very clear that the sun is going from left to right, and there's the sun is a fixed point, not a fixed point. It's a point in the sky, so it's going to be brighter where the sun is, obviously, and less bright where the sun's not. So over here where you can just see the sky, it's less bright because the sun's not there. And I do think it's something that you need to look at here, because your God rays are coming down from this angle. Your God rays are coming down this way. Sorry, pick a better. This way. Right? That means your sun should be up here casting its light this way. And I think right now, what it looks like is the actual brightest spot in your sky or in the outside is actually down here, right? So you want to make it reflect it so that, the brightest part is actually coming from here, and then maybe it's a gradient down, so it's brightest in this part of the window, and then it gets darker as you go down. I think that will kind of help you sell the read of the sun a little bit better. And then also this window is facing 90 degrees from where the sun is, so it definitely wouldn't be quite as bright as this. If you are going for like a sky, they chose to sort of or they did sort of a grayish purpley sort of tone back here. I think you could do something similar, kind of desaturate a little bit, maybe cool it down, and then darken it back here so that you're very clear that the actual sun is one point coming in. I think the other thing that I noticed right away is just that, these God rays are coming, it's sunlight hitting, a volumetric in the air, right? Whatever it is, dust or smog or fog. And this is the direction that the light is traveling. So when you have light hitting the ground here, it feels a little bit off to me, because it's coming through the window at this direction. I think if you were to make this work, you would either move this spot on the ground over here, where the light is, or you would change the position of whatever light is making these God rays to line up with this spot on the floor. So I've done quickly a paint over of some of these concepts. It's messy, it's rough, but I think you get the idea of, I've sort of tried to concentrate a brighter area on the top and darken off the rest of them. I'm not sure exactly what you're going for outside the window, so I'm just keeping it like a vague, really bright outside. But keep in mind, like, normally it would not look like this. It would be you would be able to see what's outside. So if you wanted to put some trees or something outside just to make it read a little bit better, I think that would work as well. But yeah, I think having this God ray direction match up more with the cast on the floor, I think would help you a lot in terms of the read. And then I think you can get some, you already have some nice bounce here, but maybe some, it looks like you have a lot of bounce on these top rafters here, but actually much less around. I would expect it to, like this rafter feels very bright, like these feel very bright. I would expect it to kind of hit the floor in this concentrated area and then bounce around, but you know, these rafters are furthest from the floor, or at least they're further from the floor than like this chair is. So I would kind of want to feel some low level bounce from supposedly from this patch on the floor, this patch of light on the floor, and then you would want to feel it on the rafters, but not quite as much. So it's kind of a gradient, like you're supposed to look here in this area, and then the light sort of falls off as you go upwards. I like these framing elements on the side, kind of being dark here. It adds some depth. But yeah, I think just kind of organizing your values a little bit more, getting some bounce down here more might help you out a little bit. And also, you know, if you think about how you expose a camera for sunlight, sunlight is very bright, right? Like it's like super, super, super bright, brighter than any household lamp or electronics would be. So I think if you're thinking about that and you're thinking about, oh, I'm going to expose for maybe this patch on the ground, this light wouldn't feel quite as bright. So I think you can come down on this light quite a bit. And then also, you know, whatever's causing this brightness to come into the door, it also feels like artificial light to me, and I think it would be dimmed down quite a bit. Because, you know, if this is caused by sunlight, the sunlight's coming from left to right, right? So you're not going to get it coming in from right to left to come into the door like this. So I would concentrate on getting the sunlight to read and then dimming these down a little bit. Honestly, I think, you know, maybe having the patch of sun on the floor down here is not ideal placement for your composition. Maybe you'd want it to be maybe over here, like if the patch of sun is here closer to the center, or at least not off to the side of your frame, and then your God rays were coming in to match up. That might be kind of interesting, and then you can bounce the light around the room from there. But yeah, I think, you know, it's kind of a matter of what you're going for here. But I think, you know, trying to get that actual direction of the sun to make sense, and to come from a point in the sky, and then everything else kind of follows that logically, I think would really help you get to sort of this direction here. Because I think the idea is there, and I think your colors are there and everything. It's just a matter of like making everything work together. But hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions or need any clarification. But yeah, great job. Looking forward to seeing more progress. Thanks.